Hi, I'm Monty Piercer, and yes, I'm in a band. I want to share with you my experience and talk about what my role is, what I use, and I'll do a breakdown of our latest track release that is Coffee in LA. So let's start. My band's name is iDDi, Sicilian for them. The band is made up of 4 components. We have a singer and pianist, another singer and bassist, a guitarist, and me. My role is play the drums, the keyboards, synths, and so on. Then I produce the track, record all the parts, all the vocal stuff, mix all together, and do the mix part on Ableton. So what I use? As you can see on my desk, I use almost all the instruments you can see on my desk. So we have the SP44 for the drums and for the samples, because we sample stuff and put on our songs. I previously used the circuit tracks as my drum machine, but for sample stuff it's better to use the Novation circuit. For the synth, bass or sequence part like harps and so on, I use mainly the circuit monostation and sometimes the MEM MB33, but I use a lot more the circuit monostation. Then I have the Novation Ultranode that I use as my keyboard for synth stuff and for some keyboards. For keyboards and something like that. So let's break down our latest tracks, that is Coffee in LA. So I wanted to break down this track because I want to show you the process, the workflow that we use in this particular case for this track. So I started from sampling a video game that I was playing, and let me know if you know where the samples came from. So we have this wind. Maybe some of you already know what the game is. And then I sample these two. I don't know if one is pitched up or down. Yeah. Okay, there are two different samples, and I pitched up by 1 semitone up. Okay, that's the original. Okay, so the game is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Ice Cavern. I will put a link in the description. I took from my samples a drums loop, and I had a kick drum. And then I use the samples. Yeah, something like that. And I put this on the pattern mode. So I start from the wind, and then I took this basic, I will mute the bass for the moment. So I present this to my band and I say, yeah, I don't know, for some reason it's broke.
3 hours later.
Oh, okay, I know why. Because I connected the MIDI of the circuit tracks. So the BPM is 150. Okay, it works now. So I present this beat to my band and I say, let's make a track with it. So we jam with the bassist. I put the jack of the bass inside the SP44 on the input side here, and then I directly record this. Then we had the guitar, and then we had the piano and the vocals. So for in this particular case, I use for most of the parts the SP44. Then I use for the late part of the song, I use this patch that I made. It's a simple lead that I use the LFO of the Ultranova to modulate the filter frequency and the oscillator levels of this patch. We have 3 oscillators here. Now I don't remember the exact data part, but you get the idea. Let's see the session in Ableton. So this is the massive Ableton session of the song. We have 50 tracks here. As you can see, we had the sax too. Then I will show you quickly how I set up all this. So first I record the drums directly from the SP44 with the stem export. So we have the same drums. We have some extra drums too, like the shaker and the hi-hat, not quantized. There's this cool effects, stereo effects. We have the bass, you already heard, but we have re-recorded this on Ableton because, yes, we changed some parts. This is the pre-chorus and the pre-chorus and the chorus. We have a compressor on it with a sidechain to the kick. So we have more room for the kick. And then we have the wind, the sample we talked before. Then we have the highs loop. And this one too, the pitched one. Then, as I said, we had the guitar. Yeah, this is the synth we talked before. There are 2 parts, one here and one here. And then we have the sax. We use a lot of reverb on it, Valhalla Supermassive. Very cool for this space reverb effect. Very nice. This was recorded live by the guitarist that also played sax. Then we have all the piano stuff. So from the beginning, I recorded also a noise from the room and use it for the intro. We also have the wind. This is a real piano recorded. Then we have these other piano parts too, that are ear candies. And then we have all the vocals. So we have the main voice here. I'm moving around me. This is all my vocal chain. So clean. Then we have the crew voice that we recorded like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 voice to do this crew voice effect. Watch me get my coffee in LA. Where I pan each voice to a different location to have this effect of fullness of the sound. And then we have the square. Where I chop from the choir on this section here. This there are resample voice that we use then. Lots of filter here. I cut all the higher frequencies. I turn the ceiling all the way down to the limiter to have this very compressed voice and some echo directly on this bass. Very nice echo. And then I automate the feedback all the way up. As you can see, over 100% to make this crackle wobble effect that we have the echo, the Ableton. And the last section we had the sub bass. It is basically operator with a sine wave, with two sine waves, with this chorus, and with the effect of the resample voice. We have these ambient parts, and then we have this chord too, very filtered to simulate the distance of the sound with a lot of reverb. That is also a lot of supermassive. Very nice reverb. And yeah, that's it. We have some second voice here. This is very hard tuning. I transpose by 5 the upper voice to sound very robotic. And this very cool voice that we use the complex algorithm, and I pitch it down by 12 semitones, and it has some this cool effect. Very nice effects. And we have lots of second voice here. Almost like a second time. Yeah. I have a master chain here, but we mix and master another producer and sound engineer, very good. Shout out to Giza. You can find the link of the channel in the description. And he made all the mastering stuff. I do a pre-master to listen with the other of the band to see if the song sounds good for us. And then we send the stems of each track. So we have 50 tracks that we send to our producer. Thanks, Giza. And yeah, the mastering chain is very basic. It's only for listening if it sounds good for us or not. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Support me and my band by listening to the tracks, listen to Coffee in LA in whatever platform you like, streaming services and so on. And see you in the next video.